The plan was that I was going to sit there, but as soon as I turned my back, these two jumped up.
Sì, hanno rubato il tuo posto. Sono furbi.
So I'm going to sit here. We thought we would do a bonus video today and answer some of the questions that we've been getting in our comments on YouTube and also from my patrons. So I asked my patrons to send in some questions and we've got a whole list and we're going to do our best to answer them for you. First of all, in no particular order, what is the wildlife situation there?
Yeah, we have more wild animals in comparison to Positano.
Yeah.
Come si chiamano? Cervi?
Deer.
And porcospini?
Porcupines.
Sì. Sì, sono più animali selvatici qui.
What else have we seen? I've seen hares. Luckily, Indy was close in the car when we saw a hare jump out in the road and then run off into the woods. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen Indy again. What else have we seen? There's definitely wild boars around. Although we haven't seen any wild boars, we can see where they've been digging for food the next morning. So there's, yes, quite a lot of wildlife here, more than we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, for sure we have meet more, come si dice, cacciatori?
Hunters.
Yeah, than Positano.
It's also hunting season at the moment, so that would explain why. Next question. Are you in a dangerous area? Why are there bars on the windows in your house? We're not in a dangerous area.
No. I don't know why. Maybe the previous owner, I don't know.
We're not sure why they've got bars on all the windows here. A lot of the other houses don't, but a lot of other houses have the Persian blinds that close so that when the house is empty, they're closed, the windows are completely closed from the outside. We don't have the Persian blinds. Maybe they decided to put these up instead. Not too keen on them, but it does make the house very secure when we're not here. So currently we're in two minds about whether to keep them or remove them. We're not sure.
Maybe for the previous owner is just, come si dice, una cosa estetica?
I don't think so. It's not really an aesthetic.
For you?
Okay, maybe. Strange. Somebody asked me, what do you call the second-hand markets you've been visiting in Italian? How do I find them? So I think most people know that in French they're called brocantes. In Italian they are called mercato dell'usato, the market of the used.
Yeah.
The market of the used. So yeah, second-hand markets. And if you want to look for them, this is how we found all of the ones in our area. I literally put into Google Maps mercato dell'usato, and then it came out with all the ones around us, which is quite a lot. Nothing like this in the Amalfi Coast. I mean, really.
No.
It's just not a way of life there at all, and it's really nice that they do it here because it makes it much cheaper for people coming to live here, finding furniture. For example, yesterday we had to pop out. We suddenly realised we didn't have any chairs of our own. We were still using the previous owner's chairs, so we went out and we picked up four lovely wooden chairs for less than €100. So they're very useful. Are we going to make olive oil from our olive groves?
Of course, if happened these tree have olives.
Yes, this past season apparently was not very good around this area for olive oil, and a lot of people in the town that we've met didn't make any oil at all, and they're having to buy it at the moment because the crop failed. So hopefully this year it will be a good crop. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, this opening for the next question. Someone asked the bottle on the tree.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the bottle on the tree is for put inside the bottle. Is a trap for
Flies.
Flies to bite the olives, and the olives can be
damaged.
Yeah.
So they put, is it sugar, acqua zucchero, no?
Yeah,
it's just water and sugar usually, I think. Sure. And they just fill the bottles with water and sugar, which will attract the insects to the bottle rather than the tree. So that's why each tree has a plastic bottle hanging from it. Very strange if you don't know that, but yes. Did we know the previous owners were going to take the kitchen and the sinks and all the light fittings, etc., etc., etc.?
Yes.
We knew that they were going to take the kitchen. We had agreed that they could take the kitchen with us, but we did not agree that they could take the bathroom sinks. And we didn't expect that they would take all of the light bulbs and light fittings. And a couple of other things, which you'll see in Sunday's video. How different is the climate in Tuscany compared to Positano?
Not too much. In reality, I think to me it's very similar. It's a bit more fresh in the morning.
Yeah, it's a bit cooler in the morning. We have had frost here, a bit further down in the valley, not actually here, but down in the valley we've had frost and frozen puddles, which you don't get on the Amalfi Coast at all. And I'd say it's less humid here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. From Positano,
I can
yes.
feel the difference. For example, in Positano, my jeans especially always feel damp in the winter when you put them on. The bed feels slightly, not damp, but it doesn't feel dry and cozy when you get into it. We use an electric blanket to warm it up before we get into bed. And here I found that it's much drier, even though people here say that it's humid and they complain about the humidity. For us, it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, but another thing, it is, we are very exposed at the sunlight, but in Positano we are in a valley.
Yeah, we're the opposite.
It's the opposite from the here. I think in Positano, the home, like my parents' home, it is very different.
Probably.
It's more dry.
Next question, are the locals friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of friends now.
Yeah, we've met a lot of people.
Italian friend and the people not Italian.
Yeah, we've met a mixture of people. Everyone is very friendly. And we've also noticed, like in the supermarkets, everybody's so, and waitresses and waiters and stuff, everybody's just so lovely. And
yeah, it's a very opening to chat, to be friendly.
yeah, they've got time.
Yeah.
Whereas on the Amalfi Coast, I think people are very rushed because there's so many people there and people are very busy and they work very long hours. I think here people are just a little bit more relaxed and they have time for a quick chat, time to explain, for example, in the bakery, why the Tuscan bread doesn't have salt in it, or time to explain why they use this piece of meat instead of that piece of meat. And everybody's been really nice to us so far.
Yes, I hardly think the people are here are more relaxed. It's less stressed than the Amalfi Coast, even because the rhythm of the life here is more slow than Positano and Amalfi Coast in general.
Yeah. Apart from one person, there was a very grumpy woman in the post office last week who didn't want to hand me over my mail because my dad had sent me something and put Nicki instead of my official name, Nicole, and she wanted to see my identity card, and when she saw my identity card with Nicole, she didn't want to hand me the parcel because she said it was for somebody else. And eventually the man next to her told her to don't be ridiculous and hand it over, it's obviously the same person. So other than that, everybody's been absolutely lovely. Will we have a vegetable garden? Facciamo l'orto.
I won't. I won't have a garden here, vegetable garden, but we need the time. We need to check this garden every day. I don't know if this is possible.
Yes, because
for sure we try.
Yeah. The trouble is, don't forget that we're going to be going back and forth between Positano and Tuscany, and it's difficult to keep a vegetable garden up and running when you're not here for 2 months. So we don't have a Luca here to look after it for us.
Yeah, another thing.
we
don't
need
have
another
Luca.
So we'd need somebody to come in and look after it, which is not something that we have at the moment. So hopefully one day, but I do miss having the vegetables in the garden. I miss being able to go outside and pick broccoli and potatoes and all the cans of tomatoes. I've had to buy canned tomatoes for the first time in years and years, and they're not the same. I've got to say, they're not the same.
Yeah.
How far away are the nearest services? Quanto lontano sono come si dice?
I servizi
Sì.
are very close. We have pharmacy,
Yep.
very close. I think 3 minutes
Yeah.
on car.
Probably, yeah.
Every time is on car, not by foot.
Yes, you can't walk anywhere.
Yeah.
But we've got, let's say in the nearest village, there's a pharmacy, there's a bar, there's a couple of shops that have a bit of everything. The nearest supermarket is about 8 minutes drive away.
Yeah,
10 minutes drive.
10.
But really, I mean, for us, coming from Positano, where the nearest supermarket was 20 minutes walk to the car plus 35 minutes drive, a 10-minute drive to the supermarket with car park outside it is just the dream.
In Positano, we have the very close grocery shopping
Yeah,
at 15 minutes on foot.
yeah.
We have more and more and more here in 10 minutes on car. It's very different.
Everything's very convenient. So we're finding it just such a lovely easiness to get anything and getting, we've run out of milk, we can just hop in the car in 10 minutes, we're in the shop, we can pick up milk and a few other things and come back again, and in half an hour we've done it all, whereas in Positano popping out for milk would probably take half a day.
Yeah. Qui? Come si dice qui?
Here?
Here. Can be forget something to buy and then you go another time.
Yeah.
But in Positano,
Yeah,
no.
that's the thing. In Positano, we have become used to just going out maybe once a day and trying to get everything done that one time, because you don't want to go up and down those 500 steps 2 or 3 times a day. So now we're trying to get used to the fact that we can pop out in the morning and then we can pop out again in the afternoon and we can pop out separately and come back, and it's just a whole other way of living, and it's something that most of you take for granted, but for us it's really special still.
Yeah, I just want to puntualize that. Then we in Positano are very far away. Not every people in Positano are the same.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
everybody has
No.
inconvenience that we have to get somewhere.
So many people are just go 1 minute on foot for the shopping and pharmacia and other things.
Yeah. Next question is, do we finally get our mail delivered to the house? So in Positano, the post guys and other delivery guys will come down to our house, so we get everything left up at road level. And here, they put up right outside the front door. It's so exciting.
La campana.
See, do you have suggestions of a good location for expats that are affordable, where stranieri americani can make friends? So somebody's asking whether I can suggest a good place for Americans to go and live in Italy, I think. So
I think
affordable places are not the Amalfi Coast, that's for sure. But
I think this area is very friendly with everyone.
it seems to be, yeah, and there seems to be, I mean, obviously Tuscany is known for having a lot of expats, and different areas of Tuscany. So Chianti is obviously very well known for, I think a lot of English and Americans go to Chianti, but the prices are higher there. I think cheaper places in Italy would be Abruzzo, or Puglia is still fairly cheap, and even further down south. Anywhere near the sea is more expensive, I mean, that's for sure, and near the major cities as well. So it's really, I think it's one of those things that if you're looking to move to Italy and live in Italy, you have to come and find what you like, because it really depends on what clicks for you. Like, we tried to look in Umbria because it was also more convenient. It was 3 hours closer to Positano for us. And it was beautiful, it was stunning, and we saw some great bargains there, but it was just not right for us. We felt that this area of Tuscany was more what we wanted. So.
It is the same things. Someone asked me why you chose Nicki. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Nicki, but can be possible if don't find a Nicki, maybe I find another woman or stay alone.
Sure
I
you
don't
will.
know.
And finally, what has been the most difficult part of the process of moving to Tuscany? Cosa è la cosa più difficile questo processo? Apart from buying the house, actually buying it, which is a nightmare.
Definitely.
Once we'd got that done, getting the previous owners out of the house, making the beds, building the beds, that nearly broke us, no?
No, not to me.
Okay.
To me, it is, I don't understand very well at the beginning.
The beginning.
Beginning. How work the heating, on the woods. One because it's a slow process. Another things because is something is wrong. But I'm fixed now, and yes.
It was very cold the first few days. We couldn't figure it out. So
because the home is no one inside for a month, I think.
Yeah, they actually moved out a month before the handover date, which I wish we'd known about that, but we didn't. But obviously that meant the house sat quiet and cold and empty for over a month in the midwinter. So it was icy cold when we moved in, and we couldn't figure out how the heating worked. It's a bit of a strange system. So you have the fireplace in the kitchen that you have to constantly feed with wood, and that heats up the radiators and the hot water. But it takes time. So it takes about 2 ore prima che si inizia a riscaldare?
Yeah, because before starting the pump, put the water in the radiator, I need to have a big tank of water, 2,000 liters, to be hot. And then when this water to be becoming hot, start the pump for the radiator.
Yeah, so it takes quite a long time for the radiators to kick in and start warming up the house. So you've got to be here to put wood on the fire constantly to keep it going. So it's not the greatest system, and everyone's going on about how much it's the most efficient money-wise. It's the cheapest heating system.
Yeah, I prefer the pellets.
But yes, it's quite a time-consuming way to do it as well. So it's not really ideal. So we are looking into other solutions at the moment.
Yeah.
Qualcos'altro? No, I think those are all the questions I've got. So I think we'll just keep this short. It's Wednesday evening, so come and join us on Sunday evening at 5:30. We're going to be giving you a tour of the house and then going off to do a few other things. So join us for that. I hope you have a lovely rest of the week, and thank you very much for coming and joining us this evening. Bye.
Bye.